podcast, UFL. We finna get straight to it, man. Man, where you originally from and where you grew up at?
Man, I'm up in the DC area. Grew up there in Northern Virginia, DC. Moved out to Tidewater, now 757 area, Richmond, all through Virginia, DMV area, man. DC, Maryland, Virginia, man. That's what we call it, DMV out there.
Tell me what it's like growing up back there.
And, you know, we grew up pretty poor, you know what I mean? And we lived in like little Section 8s and stuff like that, man, out there in DC and New York, Virginia and stuff like that. And we did a lot of traveling around and stuff, man. My mom's jobs and stuff like that, man. So we always was, between 757 and DC area, back and forth and stuff like that, man. Mom be working 2 jobs and stuff like that, man, trying to get by. And dad was in prison and all that stuff, so it was kind of like that, you know what I mean? But we got by.
You had like a history of fighting, man, before you got involved in combat sports?
Yeah, I wrestled since 2nd grade, man. So, I wrestled since I was 7 years old, man. So I was always active in sports and stuff. And then, I played a little football and stuff like that, man. But just wrestled all through school, won states in high school wrestling, and had scholarships and all that shit, man. That stuff there, man. Went to juvenile correction center, you know what I'm saying? Got locked up, and basically threw my scholarships out the door.
When I say fights, I mean like for a street fight. Like you had like a reputation of a lot of street fights.
Yeah, man. We could go like when I was in school and stuff, man. They used to look down on wrestling and stuff, man. Because I used to beat dudes up in school, but I would beat these dudes up with my wrestling. People didn't really know about MMA and stuff back then. So it was basically, man, I beat these dudes straight off of wrestling and stuff, man. And just get them on the ground, beat the hell out of them. The dudes be like, Mouse always got to wrestle somebody, man. Let him back up, man. Don't fight, boxing and shit and stuff like that. Back then they didn't like the way I was beating up everybody because of my wrestling and stuff. But yeah, we used to like this we used to call who was the strongest kid in school and stuff. And one of the best fighters, who was the strongest was and stuff, man. So back then that was the term we used. So man, we was in elementary school and I basically used to set up fights kind of like I do now. You know what I'm saying? We would do like it would be like me, Keith Bailey, and Boo Taylor, and we had a whole squad of dudes, and we were like basically we would go back and forth to who was the best, best fighters at that time in school. You know what I'm saying? So we would fight, and after school and stuff like that, and I beat up all the kids that was in elementary school, and then their older brothers would come from the middle school and come and wait for me. You know what I'm saying? Because they get out of school before us, so they come and wait for me to beat me up. You know what I mean? Principal would be like, "Hey, you better go out the back door." They wait for your ass out front.
So you play football, right?
A little bit, man. I played football about 2 years, man. Football wasn't my thing, man. I went into the team sport, man.
What was your position?
I played center and I played fullback. Like when in little leagues, man, you could play multiple positions. You could play offense and defense. You don't even have a specific, position and stuff, man. But those were my two main. And I played safety for like a year or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I played several different positions and stuff.
I know you say you fight professionally in MMA.
Yeah.
Right? All right. So tell me one of your inspirations or your favorite MMA fighter.
I like right now, man, my people have changed, man. Back when I was fighting and stuff, my last fight was in 2008. I'm 43 years old, so y'all ain't know that. But I'm 11-5 in MMA. That's my record. But back then, it was just who was the the best wrestlers and stuff like that for college and stuff like that, man. I was like, because I've been watching UFC back in the 90s. I've been watching shit since the beginning. So, but my mind since now, after being in prison and all that stuff, and coming from the streets and stuff, my people have changed up from what I look at in fighters, man, as far as inspiration goes, man. So like people like nowadays, man, I look at people like Mike Perry, Platinum Perry, do some street, man. comes from the streets and that had made it, instead of just college wrestlers that were really good college wrestling and stuff like that, man.
That's the one that was I remember seeing him on. He was skating in. He was fighting Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, that's level in Georgia.
Hey, so that's it. Your speed, George. Turn around, man. Get up. Hey, Ray, back up. Get him. That's one. There you go, right there. Oh, shit. Oh. Wait. Oh. Get your hands up, George. Get your hands up. Grab that leg. Launch him. Launch him, George. Got it. Upper up. Got it. Get him. Breathe for the nose, Ray. Breathe for the nose. Breathe for the nose.
Day nigga gotta eat. Feel me? So,
Another day, huh?
Another day, another dollar. That one was another, right? You understand, right? You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready? Come on, nigga. Get him. Go, get him, nigga. Get him. Wait. That's right, my nigga. Get him. Don't even wait. 1, 2. Don't play his game, dog. 3. 4. He was all around, baby. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9.
We're in the hoods with Level right now. We get back into the projects in Miami and stuff. And me, him, Uli Monster. I'm going out to Uli Monsters on October 3rd. His girl's Dana Brooks from WWE. So they back a lot of what we do right now, man. Yeah, it's blowing up. But yeah, and then Masvidal. Actually, man, me and George met in 2007 on, I don't know if y'all remember MySpace. Had Facebook. Me and George were actually gonna fight on Kimbo shit. Me and him were actually talking shit to each other on MySpace, going back and forth and da. So I was but I was on the run. But yeah, I was on the run. But me and George were actually gonna fight. You know what I mean? We were actually talking shit to each other back and forth back then.
Right now at this time, if you had the opportunity to fight any MMA fighter, who would you take?
I mean, like somebody probably like McGregor, big money name, you know what I mean? Dude that's well known, or even, you know, because it wouldn't even matter. Like, I mean, I couldn't compete against those dudes at this point in my age, and really, you know what I mean? I threw away a lot of what I did, you know, because of the system. But you know, like Jorge Masvidal still, like up to this day, you know, he's a big draw. You know what I mean? He's a prize fighter still up to this day. He's not a champion, but he is a prize fighter. He's a draw. He's a money draw. So he's a big name. He can fight anybody. He can call any shot he wants in the UFC pretty much. So somebody like him, McGregor, you know, yeah.
I also see you do a lot of boxing too, man. So like, did you start one or the other before? Like, did you start boxing before?
I never boxed. I don't even have one amateur boxing match ever in my life. The only reason why I even started doing any boxing was because of injury and age. So I had a couple surgeries done that I was still able to compete in boxing, but I wasn't able to do MMA for a long time. So I switched up for a while and started just straight boxing. So a lot of people see me just boxing and stuff. They don't see a lot of my MMA on my station, because my station, I've only had a station about like 2 years or so. So my station has been built behind, you know, my injuries and me fighting now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my old fights and stuff. So people think like, damn, Mouse, I didn't even know you do MMA. Man, I'm a wrestler. I got submission wrestling tattoo on my stomach. A lot of people just think I box.
Yeah, that's crazy, because I just recently found I seen you with the knee pads on. Yeah, so let me ask you this, well, I know you like you pretty good, like you could, you know what I'm saying? You got something.
I was a lot better when I was like 25, 28. I was a lot better than I am now, but you know, I'm still able to compete a little bit, and, you know, stay active, I should say, not compete. I'm able to stay active. I actually had a pro boxing match in Sturgis, which was supposed to be August 11th, but they screwed us up, man, because of the COVID stuff, man. Yeah,
it screwed up a lot of shit. Yeah. But I'm gonna ask you this too. So if you had the opportunity to fight any pro boxer, who would you take?
Man, I'm gonna say, man, any. I like Canelo. I don't like Tyson. I don't care, man. You know, like I said this, man. It's like this. Like people be like, man, you crazy as hell, man. And it's not even that. It's not the intention so much that I think that I would win. I'm not saying I wouldn't give it my all, but the fact that it would build my brand up by being able to fight somebody or be able to say that I fought somebody at that level, that high level. Be like, man, damn, you know, hey, my dad fought Mike Tyson, and sometimes like my dad fought Canelo. You know what I mean? Something like that. It's more of a legacy. I mean, when you get older, you'll start to kind of see it. When you're younger, you be like, man, hell no, I wouldn't fight that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It would have to be a lot of money type shit.
It gotta make sense.
Yeah, it makes sense as far as my brand goes. You know what I mean? And building UFL up. So to me, it makes sense.
That's